What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 121, and we start today's episode off by looking at the players I've selected for our upcoming Spain squad, and also an update on Roy Herranz, who did get an injury in the last game. He's going to be out for 4 weeks, so it's not too major. Obviously, right now, Concha's in the treatment room, Carvajal's in the treatment room, now Roy Herranz is going into the treatment room, and it's kind of frustrating to have 3 players injured right now, but of course, Concha, obviously not a first-team player. Roy Herranz, he's on the bench. He plays some games here and there, but he's a bench player really. Carvajal's the only first team player, first 11 player that's injured right now, so he's not too disastrous. We can live without him, and there you go. And we take on Sevilla for the first game of today's episode here away from home. Now, right now, after 13 games, Sevilla is second and we are first. We have a 7-point lead over Sevilla, so coming into this game, a really big match for us right now as the top 2 collide here in Sevilla. And the first chance would fall to us in the 21st minute as young Hannah picks the work here and plays a 1-2 of Isco, and we also get the first goal of the game as well. A rare goal scorer in young Hannah gives us the opening goal in a massive game at the top of the table to make it Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 1. And I said in the last game, in the last episode, it's going to take a bit of a collapse for us to lose our lead at the top of the table, and if we win this game, we'll have a 10-point lead over Sevilla just 14 games in, and that would be a massive, massive, massive gap for us already in this season, because you can't really see us faltering the way we've been playing. Still at Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 1, Elise's first goal of the season. In the 29th minute though, Sevilla had a good chance to equalise as Krychowiak takes this shot, but it goes harmlessly wide the post and behind for a goal kick. Just after the restart in the second half, we had a corner. Rodriguez crossed the ball in, looks for Christian Portu. It's headed away, Grimaldo picks it up. He can strike it from range, so I go for goal, but it goes harmlessly off target and way over the bar behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0 in this game. 5 minutes later though, another good chance for Sevilla to grab themselves the equalising goal. Cecinio finds Vidal down the right hand side, he plays it inside, eventually Sabata gets on the ball, plays it through towards Krychowiak. This time he shoots and he does put his shot on target, but De Gea makes a good stop and keeps it at 1-0. And in the 83rd minute we were still in the lead by a goal to nil, and as Sevilla pushed too many bodies forward as we head this cross away, it comes to Morata. It's a great chance on the break for a 2-on-2. Morata turns a rebound, keeps hold of the ball. Morata's had a great start to the season, so you'd fancy me to go through and shoot with him, but instead I decided to be unselfish, decided to be selfless, held the ball up, rolled it across the face of goal to Concha Salas, and Salas makes it Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 2 with just over 5 minutes to go. So Concha Salas comes off the bench, a rare goal scorer clearly for a defensive-minded player, but Morata plays in the ball and he just could not miss. Really good finish regardless, keeps his composure, and the number 12 makes it Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 2. And it was how the game would finish as well, a massive, massive 3 points for us. That does mean now that we have a 10-point lead over Sevilla already, just 14 games into the season. We're ahead of Barcelona, who are now in second place by 9 points as well. And, you know, that gap can definitely be caught up. There's no guarantee we're going to stay top of the table for the rest of the season. We can definitely still be caught up. There are some great teams in La Liga, so there's no reason that we couldn't be caught up. But the start we've made has just been fantastic. To still be undefeated, to have only slipped up twice in the season and have won every single other game, it's been absolutely awesome in La Liga, that is. It's been absolutely awesome, and that was a massive win for us away from home there, and everything is falling into place right now. Still following out, we had 2 international friendlies with Spain against Cameroon and Belgium. Obviously we simulate them both, and also that Concha is returning from injury, which is great, so really pleased with that. And the second of 3 games in today's episode is against Atletico Madrid here at El Sardinero. Now Atletico Madrid haven't had the best of starts to the season, which is a bit of a surprise, to be honest. They haven't really looked as though they're a side that could contend for the title, let alone the top 4 as things stand, but even so we do take them on here. And Atletico Madrid were the first big side we ever faced in this series as well, in the Copa del Rey back in our first season. We got the better of them over 2 legs, so whenever we take on Atletico Madrid, I'm always remembering that, you know, always remembering that Copa del Rey tie, which sort of showed that we could compete against these bigger teams, and now we're actually better than them. So as they come to El Sardinero here a few seasons ago, this would be a game where we'd look for the draw and say that would be a good result, but now we really do sense that we have to win the game. And the first chance did fall to us, but Moya made a really good save, and in the 7th minute Rodriguez goes down the right hand side, takes it round his man, drills in a cross, picks out Morata, and Alvaro Morata's good start to the season continues. He makes it Racing Santander 1, Atletico Madrid 0, and you know, those two right now, Rodriguez getting the assist, Morata getting the goal, they've been such a healthy source of goals for us. Both of those players are our usual goal scorers in this team, and I love these two, man. Like seriously, they're 2 of our best players. Morata gets his 9th goal in La Liga this season, and they're a big reason as to why we are top of the table with a 9-point lead already over second place. From kickoff though, Atletico Madrid pass the ball forward and try and get themselves themselves back on level terms right from the off, as Jimenez plays that wide towards Koke. He takes it around Paco Candela and plays it back inside towards Jimenez. He finds Kirchi, and it's a bit of a misfortunate goal. There's not much I can really do about this one. The control by Kirchi just deflects up and off Carlos Blanco, who seems to get caught in an animation, and our captain chests the ball. He almost falls backwards, regains his footing, but he can't actually react quick enough. It comes back to Kirchi, a bit of a lucky bounce, and he half volleys the ball past David De Gea and into the back of the net. So it was just a bit of an unlucky goal, really. It does actually take a slight deflection off Carlos Blanco as well. It was one of those where it's just a couple of unfortunate events, and you can't really do much about it, but even so, I still take the blame, because I know I could have got the ball away sooner had I been defending better. So Kirchi makes it 1-1, and the former Torino man makes it Racing 1, Atletico Madrid 1. And from the kickoff here, we go through the centre with Isco, looking to reply instantly, finds Alvaro Morata, who scored our first goal, takes around his man and shoots, but Moya makes a good save with his left foot and gets the ball away. So still Racing 1, Atletico Madrid 1, but another good chance here a few minutes later. Paco Candela finds Elise, he takes it around his man, down the left-hand side, swings in across, picks out Isco at the far post. His header goes onto the roof of the net though, and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-1 in this game. In the 29th minute though, another good chance for Racing Santander as we put the pressure on early. Morata takes it around his man, goes through here against Alderweireld on the 1-on-1, rise to slide challenge, goes through 1-on-1 to shoot with Moya. Moya makes a really good save, but the referee awards a penalty as Morata got took down after his shot. And as I've mentioned many times before, this happens when you try and block the shot and you sort of clip the player, clip the shooter, if you will, after he's taken the shot. And I always say those penalties are quite debatable. You can definitely see why the referee will give them, but for me personally, I feel quite sorry for the defender. So I chipped it down the middle, as we always do when we're either not too sure or we feel like the opponent's been hard done by. But Moya dives to his right-hand side, and we just get ourselves our lead back through Jesse Rodriguez. So 2-1 from the spot, and again, you can definitely see why it was a penalty, no doubt about it, but I guess I just felt a bit sorry for the defender there, as I don't think he was trying to make the tackle. And it's 2-1 to Racing from the penalty though, and it soon became 3-1 as well on the stroke of half-time. Morata getting his second goal of the game, Rodriguez with the assist, Morata with the goal, and just like the first goal, it's a cross from Rodriguez and Morata turning it in the centre. This one from a corner though, good cross by Rodriguez, and Morata, such a physical presence in the air, outjumps his man, outjumps two men really, and makes it Racing 3, Atletico Madrid 1, as he gets into double digits for his goal tally this season in La Liga. So Racing 3, Atletico Madrid 1. They almost get themselves back in the game in the 63rd minute though, this shot hitting the post and going behind for a goal kick, so still 3-1. And in the 78th minute here, David De Gea launches a free kick forward. Tunkara flicks it on. It comes to Oliver Torres. Great chance to make it 4-1 here. Torres plays it back towards Tunkara. Goes through against Moya, but Moya makes a really good save and turns it behind for a corner. So still Racing 3, Atletico Madrid 1. And it was how the game would finish as well. A 3-1 scoreline for Racing. Another really, really good result. And yes, Atletico Madrid this season hasn't really done the business, but even so, they're a good team with a lot of good players. So a really good victory for us there. And I was really, really pleased with that performance. And of course, getting another good result for us in the season. Still following that, two really good pieces of news. Royo Herranz and also Danny Carvajal are returning from injury. That's fantastic. We haven't really missed Carvajal since his injury a couple of months ago, but even so, it's always nice to know he's coming back from injury and we can start putting him in the first team whenever he's ready. And we take on Chelsea for the third and final game of today's episode here in the penultimate game of the Champions League group. As you can see, Chelsea top with 9 points, us in second with 8. Coming into this game, a draw would guarantee us going through to the next round. Chelsea are already through, so a draw would guarantee us going through to the knockout stages, but of course, being 1 point behind Chelsea, we do want to top the group, and coming to this game, I was hoping we get the win, not just a draw. And the first chance would fall to us in the 16th minute as Ronnie Ariaguza gets past Gary Cahill and shoots, but Courtois makes a really good save. And in the end, I thought we could have got a penalty here as Rodriguez gets taken down by Felipe Luis, and I really think we should have got given a spot kick there. I know, we got loads of penalties this season, and quite a few have been debatable, but I think that one definitely should have been given, but it wasn't. It was still 0-0. In the 28th minute, Isco goes pretty close to making it 1-0 himself, but this shot goes just wide the post and behind for a goal kick. And in the 38th minute, Chelsea almost get the first goal of the game. Kadira taking a shot, but David De Gea making a good save, and we get the ball away. And from that as well, we go on the break. Christian Portu finds Alvaro Morata, the man in form right now. He keeps hold of the ball, runs through the centre. He's got Isco next to him, but instead he fake shots around Rafael Varane, goes through and shoots, but Courtois makes a good save, and Chelsea clear with Felipe Luis. So still Racing 0, Chelsea 0 going into into the break. And 8 minutes after the restart here, Chelsea had a great chance to take the lead. Oscar runs through, but the Brazilian can't keep his shot on target, and it goes behind for a goal kick. So still 0-0. And it looked as though that was how the game was going to finish until the 89th minute, as Moy Gomez goes down the right-hand side, takes it around his man, cross the wing towards Perez. Chelsea get the ball away, only temporarily. Aguza finds Al-Brahim, and we should have got a penalty in the first half, I felt, for Felipe Luis's tackle on Rodriguez, but this one is a definite penalty, as Pilaqueta takes down Al-Brahim off the bench after he Ronaldo chopped around the Spanish fullback, and he slides in, and the referee has no hesitation in awarding a penalty. Definite penalty in my opinion. And Ioza Perez, who came off the bench at half-time, has a great chance to make it 1-0 and win us the game in stoppage time, and he does. He sends the Belgian goalkeeper the wrong way, makes it Racing Santander 1, Chelsea 0, and that win means that going into the final group stage game, we will be 2 points clear of Chelsea, and 1 point on our final group stage game against Ajax will guarantee a top of the group finish, regardless of whether Chelsea win their final game or not. So delighted with that. Again, it was a game which, you know, we were going through with a draw, so I was going to take that, but I still really wanted to win, so I'm glad we won it with a last-minute penalty, and that's now 3 last-minute penalties we've won and scored from in the last 7 games, I think it is, which is absolutely crazy. But that is going to end the episode, guys, so as always, a big thank you for watching the video. I really do hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please do leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.